everybody. I'm Bill. I'm going to be playing Hugh Carter, local Australian man. I'm sorry, I'm laughing too hard to do the accent right now. Go ahead. Someone else go.
Um, uh, Also with me is the completely harmless Frank.
Insert joke about Bill's beard being Australian, outbacky, crazy guy beard.
And of course, our perfect gentleman who had never heard fly, Hayden.
Hey, I'll be playing Lauren McDonald. This is the first time I'm ever playing a female, so we'll see how that goes.
And of course,
In
Jaden is watching a movie, Doctor Strange, so he won't be joining us tonight. And just in case everyone's wondering why we're laughing our asses off, I totally did this whole intro before and did not press record, which means there's the blooper reel is literally this reel this time. So,
Uh-huh.
all right, jumping
And
into
we have our very humby DM to talk about that. I mean,
I heard very humpy DM, and I was like, yeah.
we're starting a little late tonight. I've had almost an entire bottle of wine at this point.
I have a joke.
Go for it.
humby.
Hayden.
So-
This is the first time you're role playing like a girl in.
Yeah, that's why I changed it up, because this time it's not going to be the first time I play a girl, but who knows that?
Well, I mean, I saw you that night, but
Yeah, a lot of things happened that night.
you're referring to okay, never mind.
Yeah, back to when you were like, you were on a date and you came back with a girl, and I was like, hey, yeah.
In an official podcast session, okay? We don't need to see what goes on behind closed doors.
I'm surprised I didn't recognize you in that wig, though. That's all I gotta say.
Sorry, lady keeps her secrets.
So,
Good answer.
so we're gonna jump in to the session now. Today is Thursday, January 9th, 2020. Cloudy with light rain. Today's holiday, Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Top news: ex-HPD officer in Harding Street Rays accused of framing a 2008 drug suspect. Houston oil executive fights against human trafficking with a mobile museum. I don't even know what that means. Ukrainian flight 752 shot down by anti-aircraft missile. Court approves $3.6 billion for the border wall. Warriors Season 2020 Cinematic League of Legends featuring Two-Way and Etta Hayes. I assume those are League of Legends players. Trending on Twitter and social media, hashtag AEW Dynamite, hashtag Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, hashtag Shadow Comeback Trailer. Shadow, was this when the Sonic movie came? I don't know. And hashtag Pokemon Direct.
Britney Spears had a comeback movie
on January 9th, 2020.
I mean, I don't know when it was filmed, but she did have cum on her back.
Wow.
Okay, well, if that was in the top news, I'm sure it would have come up, and I'm sure I would have put it in here. So it wasn't today.
I felt like that was a great joke. I guess I'm too inebriated already.
All right. So
Didn't you just get home?
I downed like.
There's a reason he turned off the camera while he was driving. So.
No, that is totally not what happened.
Mm.
As soon as I walked in the door, I downed like a goblet, but it's not a goblet. It was like a quarter of the goblet.
No, with the character you're playing, it was totally a goblet. So.
Yeah, it's a goblet.
All right. Let's jump into the game. The camera pans over a dark rooftop, zooming out to show a group of warehouses in a dark parking lot. The nearly full moon shines in the sky, providing a small amount of light to the otherwise lightless parking lot. Inside one of those warehouses is a place we've seen before, and specifically a place that Max has been before, though under much different circumstances. The warehouse is mostly empty, save for a few chairs. I need to stop reading stuff. mostly empty. Empty. Save for a few chairs, a TV, and an office. And a trapdoor that leads to a dungeon complete with chains, a hose, and floor grates. And plenty of towels. Max is not alone tonight. The other members of his coterie, which I don't know if I've ever used that term in this podcast, but coterie is the Vampire the Masquerade term for your party. The other members of his coterie, except for Wesley, who has his own problems to deal with tonight, are there in the building, and they're all waiting on someone. A vampire named Olivia Taylor, who also goes by Cassandra on social media in hopes of finding out what happened to the person she was supposed to embrace and why they weren't at the meeting with the prince. What are you guys up to right now? You're waiting on this woman to arrive. She's supposed to be there at 10. I'd say it's like 9:50 right now.
Are we currently in the other thing, or is this us as like our characters?
You are
These are
your
our
characters right
characters.
now. You are the vampires.
Like the day of.
Yes. She has not arrived to tell you the story yet. What are you guys doing? Are you just sitting around on the couch? Are you like setting up a watch to see if she's gonna show up, or you know, what's your plan with this
Is
vampire?
Is this an abandoned warehouse?
So the warehouse, so it's a parking lot. There's 3 warehouses. I'll give you a hint. This is a customer. There's 3 warehouses. 2 of them, well, it's based off of a customer. 2 of the warehouses are actively being used by, other like companies. And then this warehouse is owned by Hayden's character's clan, the Banu Hakim. This warehouse is owned by them and is left mostly vacant, and seems it's got a dungeon in the bottom of it, which Max is familiar with.
Very
Is this the customer that has the 3 warehouses in the blue trailer on the property?
If it's a Magnolia, then yes, but I don't know.
Do they have like a main office, like right when you go in the gate?
Like a bajillion rat boxes everywhere too?
No, it's not that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one in Magnolia.
3 warehouses.
Is the one you're talking about the one over in Crosby? No, not
No,
Crosby.
it's in
Yeah,
Magnolia.
it's over in that area.
It's in Magnolia, and in fact, I'm pretty sure even on the map, when I don't know how to access that map anymore, that Google Map, like custom Google Map. I don't remember how I created that, and I don't know how to get it back, and I haven't bothered to Google that. But I'm pretty sure it was literally that parking lot that we have a customer at. But it's on in Magnolia, Texas, possibly Pinehurst, Texas, on Highway 240. Is it a highway? Highway 249. Yeah.
Should you give that much detail?
Yes, I definitely should.
We can always edit this out if needs to be.
They currently reside at 6314.
But yeah, the
I
one
don't
me
know
and
if
Hayden were talking about were.
I don't know if that's true. I just got a list of
Y'all. Okay, we'll edit this part out. Y'all were talking about what's that? Are you talking about Dr. Carmouche?
No. This
No,
is
you're
just
talking about
it's
that.
It's over in Crosby. It's
Yeah.
like you come in through the gates. You have that main office that you have to get, which has a couple of boxes. But then you also have
yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like mobile
No,
unit.
We're
and
not
their
talking
trailer
about
house,
that,
and then they
but
also have a huge
it's
warehouse.
essentially the same setup. It's a bunch of warehouses, except in this case, each warehouse is owned by a different company or whatever.
And we service the parking lot?
We service one of the warehouses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The one, that's owned by our customer.
And so they're all active? Like the warehouses are active warehouses?
They're not super active, but they are owned by a company. There's like forklifts and stuff like that around. And
they probably have security cameras.
Yeah, I would say they have security cameras, including the one you are in. However, the one you are in is owned by Hayden's clan, by Maxwell's clan.
What do I need to roll to see if I can hack into the security cameras and keep watch.
Well, first you'll have to roll to see if your curse doesn't affect you. So roll. I'm gonna say this is computer or technology versus technology plus intelligence.
Why is my screen so tiny? What is going on? Oh, there we go.
First, you need to do that roll. It's a difficulty 2 based on your
Tech
curse level.
technology plus
Intelligence.
intelligence. Okay.
This is a standard hacking check. Well, this is just
0 modifier.
for this is just to see if your curse triggers. So yeah, 0 modifier.
All right.
Yep, you got enough. You have
Cool.
2 successes.
I turn on the computer.
You successfully use your computer. Now you can actually do the hacking, which is also technology plus intelligence, but with a plus. I don't remember the specialty. I think it's a +1 bonus for hacking because you have a specialty in hacking because you're going to hack into their computer system.
All right.
8
What?
successes?
That I would say that 8 successes. You have full control over their security system, and in fact, I'm going to say you have full access to both of these companies' entire everything.
They did not secure their servers at all. They left it at the default password and username.
The password is just password.
Yeah, that's the default password username. Just password. Can I get their bank account information with that roll?
I'm going to say, put this in your notes somewhere, but you have a temporary, like $50,000 to spend.
Can I just transfer that into an offshore account?
Sure. You've got $50,000 sitting somewhere.
Was I sitting anywhere close to him?
Were you?
I think I would have been.
I definitely would have walked up behind him and I would have been like, "Hey, be sure not to
Because-
put those cameras on fucking TikTok."
Would I?
Yeah, that's the last time that we hung out with him too. Because this is just like
I don't know that
the next
either
day.
of you would recognize what just happened. But
I mean, I guess if I want to roll for it just to see if he would.
looking at,
Technology plus intelligence.
I mean, yeah, if you want to roll to recognize what he was doing.
Any modifiers?
No.
2 successes.
I mean, you can definitely tell he was in their bank accounts and stuff, but I don't think you would know specifically what he did.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him, hey, do you know where I saw you pull up the cameras from other places, and I imagine this is our warehouse. Can you find out where Tiv is?
I can check all the cameras.
So your warehouse does have security cameras, but with that 8 successes, the warehouse you're in does have security cameras. It's not really linked to any the security camera is basically recording it, and then they have to remotely access those recordings.
So it's like a VoIP bin type situation?
Yeah, it stores them to a drive, and then if someone wants to access those recordings, they can, but it's not actually connected to any other company or anything like that. It's just archive, it's saving the footage to be reviewed, at a later date. Probably, well, there's no computer in the office, I guess, but
They'll typically have a DVR type setup that it will basically save all the footage to one
essentially,
location.
it's that's all this is. It's not connected to anything. Someone can access that with a proper login and password type of deal.
Well, I hacked in with an 8, so.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can look at old security footage all you want.
I can't look at live footage?
And live footage, yes.
Okay.
You wouldn't be
That's what I was.
you wouldn't necessarily with this role be able to tell like who else has logged into that footage necessarily.
But I mean, there would probably be it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean
Who's
there'd
that.
probably be a list of IP addresses that have logged into the footage, but you know
But then I have to track them back to their sources, and
exactly.
that's just
Yeah,
too much work.
it'd be more work, you know. Like
Is there one that's time stamped recently, like within the last however long we've been here for?
I mean, yeah, you can look at that, and you can also look at the live footage. Like the cameras, you've got full access to the cameras and any footage. Like you can you you can totally see Maxwell naked in the dungeon down below, getting water, getting sprayed down with a hose while he's like, you know, changing into a vampire. All of that good stuff. You could totally watch all of that if you had time. But that was an all-night
Is it
process.
is it earmarked? Can I just earmark that and
It's not earmarked, but you do know that all of you were turned on New Year's Eve. And to be fair, so Max knew of this location, but you don't know why he knew of this
how or
location.
why?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I probably wouldn't know to look for it anyways.
yeah.
All right, so I want to see if there's any recent timestamps as far as people accessing the camera systems.
The last okay, the last one I guess would have been on New Year's Eve.
Okay, so nothing within the last like couple of hours.
Yeah, or
Alright.
yeah, New Year's Eve. Technically, I guess it would still be New Year's Eve to New Year's Day, the whole midnight. After midnight, it's the next day type of thing, in that nighttime period.
Okay, so I want to set up a routine to notify me if any access to the security cameras or archive footage occurs, and then I want to pull up the current security footage.
Hold on, I'm trying to type this. I didn't have that much to drink. Why is it hard to type? Okay, Frank set up a routine to get an alert if anyone accesses the footage at Hayden's turn location. Okay, that's a note for later.
That $50,000 I took, was that from Hayden's clan or was that from one of the other businesses?
No, that was from the other two businesses.
Okay, was I able to access their cameras too?
Oh yeah, you can see all the cameras in the whole area. You hacked into their Wi-Fi networks, all of that good stuff. They have active Wi-Fi. This warehouse does not have Wi-Fi. You had to hack into this. Well, really, you didn't even. I guess you had to do a little bit of hacking to get past the password, but like you just plug directly into this network. Like there's no Wi-Fi. You've just got the router, the modem sitting right there, or whatever a security camera would be connected to. You can just plug in straight to these cameras, essentially.
With 8 successes, I think I just typed in password to see if that would work before I even tried.
You got in with no issues on all 3 networks.
Okay, on my laptop screen, you can see a bunch of cameras from a bunch of different angles around the 3 different warehouses.
Who all is observing these cameras and/or is observing the situation in general outside?
I would be, because I asked the question.
Yeah, so you're looking at the cameras. Jeremy,
Yeah, I would be too.
are you looking at the cameras? There's no windows on this building. It's a warehouse, so unless you're outside, you're looking at the cameras.
Actually, you know what? While they're all inside, I'd probably be trying to stay hidden, but over at the entrance.
Okay,
trying to keep an eye out for stuff.
It's going to be, I think it's stealth. Stealth plus dexterity to see how well you're hiding yourself.
Ah, okay. This is that one. Okay. Okay, stealth. Okay.
Hey, Maxwell, what's your vision like? Are you like 20/20?
I would imagine.
Huh.
You want to climb up on the roof and just keep an eye out, or
does a vampire's vision improve when he dies, or does it stay the same? That's a good question.
There it is. Stealth
I mean, because I
plus
assumed I was
dexterity.
still wearing my glasses.
Yeah, technically you stay locked in the body that you were in when you died. So unless you have a power that boosts your vision, yeah, you would have the vision. Your eyeballs would be the same as when they died.
Dexterity. Why do I keep having to change this?
Uh,
Well,
you,
Submit.
it's submitted for me. Um,
I got nothing.
0
Um,
successes.
yeah, I got a thing.
so
I got a
I'll go
thing.
ahead and grab a yellow safety vest and climb up on the roof.
Was
Hmm.
oh
What?
no, Max, you got 2 successes, so you at least are somewhat stealthy. But Jerry got 0
Oh no, that
successes.
was for to understand what was going on the computer.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Jerry stealth roll 0 successes. Jerry, you're hiding in a corner very poorly.
Well,
You're
you know what?
You're standing in front of the door behind like a orange safety cone.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? Since I'm not hidden well, I'm going to choose to see everything, and I'm going to use sense the unseen.
Okay,
I have a question.
let me check what that
No.
is. Go ahead.
So, I mean, yes, Jerry failed his hiding, but does he think he's hiding well?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yes,
That's a good
you
question.
would generally believe that you are doing, if not well, you would believe that you are hiding.
So Jerry, you think you're hiding. So
Yeah.
would you still want to see everything while you're hiding?
Yes, absolutely. That's the whole reason I'm over here. I want to be able to see everything coming.
Okay.
Because you said because you aren't hidden, you want to see everything.
Let's
Stop nitpicking over everything I fucking say, Frank.
yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
I'm trying to decide if you
Alright.
see anything interesting with Sense the Unseen.
And I think that's wits plus blood sorcery, right?
No, it's wits plus all specs.
Okay. Wits plus. I don't have that one on here.
How many ranks do you have in all specs?
See, that's just it. I'm trying to find auspecs, but I'm actually
So
not
you
finding
would
that
scroll down to where it says disciplines, and then you would actually roll using that.
one. Oh, okay. So that plus wits.
And
Okay, got
click
it.
the second dice, the one on the far right, because that one. Oh, you'd have to create the roll. So
Oh.
click. So here I'll just do this roll for you real quick. Wits plus discipline. I just created the roll for you, and then you click the far right dice.
Got it. Okay, now I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And for modifiers, there's no modifier, right?
No. Only if you have like
Got it.
a specialty in sensing things. 2 successes. Let me double check this character sheet over here.
And if anyone's watching
So-
this like on a camera or anything like that, you're gonna instantly see that Jerry's eyes go big in anime.
Nice.
Power of
Okay.
God and anime on my side, boys.
So while this is not technically unseen, anyone observing the camera and or the outside directly, give me not counting Bill, give me a awareness plus wits roll. I think that's your average spotting stuff check. So 2 successes from Cole, 3 success. Okay, so everyone's going to see this basically. Jerry, because you've activated a power to do this, I guess you notice this first. But you're hiding in a corner. So I don't know why you would notice this necessarily.
I thought he was just standing behind a giant orange safety cone.
Sure, he's hiding behind an orange safety cone. Jerry, your mystical senses sense something approaching in a stealthy manner. Now, let me see how stealthy that manner is real quick. With her 0 stealth. Once,
Not stealthy at all.
so everyone sees this. So you do, all of you spot in your various ways through either the cameras or from the rooftops or whatever, through mystical senses. All of you spot or sense a woman approaching. She does not appear to be hiding from you. Her attention seems to be faced outward, like she's hiding. She's trying to get to where you are without being seen. Now, she's doing a halfway decent job. One success is still a success. So, like against the casual observer, she wouldn't be seen, but against a trained eye, definitely she wouldn't have succeeded. So, if someone is watching her besides you guys, they know she's going into this building.
I'd text the group and say, "Hey, she's coming into this building."
Yeah. She does move very quickly, like she's darting with supernatural speed from like building to building and then up to the front door, which is the only entrance aside from the I would assume there's probably one of those big like cargo garage doors. But she moves with superhuman quickness, so you can tell she is a vampire. She's just not a stealthy vampire. And she's like, from what you can observe, she's looking around very paranoid. Like before she moves to knock on the door, she's like glancing behind her and stuff like that. And then she does knock on the door finally and gives it a couple taps. And she's crouched down. She's crouched down to the right of the door, and I'll say that the door opens outward to the left.
I walk over to the door and knock back.
She
I just opened the door.
Okay. Hey,
You're on the roof.
Am I?
That's
I
what
thought.
you said you climbed on the roof.
I get out of fine. Then I get out of my bomb ass hiding spot, and I
Right.
and I go and tap you on the shoulder. I'm like, go ahead, stay at your chair, Mr. Wizard. I won't direct her to the man behind the curtain.
She does not make a move until someone opens that door.
I go sit back down, I guess.
But I'm like, let me know if anyone else starts showing up. I don't trust this situation. And then I open the door like, hey, bud, how you doing?
She looks at you and says, "What?"
Immediately punches you in the face.
No. What's the name of my?
I'm super fit.
No, she says, "What's the name of my grandson?" Now, to be fair, I also don't remember this name, but you guys just met the grandson last night. Let me find that name.
Yes, please and thank you, because I was about to say something stupid.
You say that.
I mean, if none of us took notes, I don't think we know what her grandson's name is. Like,
No. We would all remember because it was
There-
recorded.
it was
We
last
don't remember
night,
because it's been
and
over
this
a month.
was quite a while ago. Bill.
Did we meet
I'll-
the
Okay,
grandson,
everyone-
or did we just know
everyone,
the name?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody that is listening. We've been gone for more than a month. We've started playing a Avatar game, and I also got fucked up by dogs. So we've been out for a little bit.
You can see it on FarmTube.
What? Joseph. Her grandson's name is Joseph.
Oh, your grandkid's name is Joseph.
She's like she glances out towards like the parking lot and then quickly darts in. Says, "Okay, what do you want? I'm here. You promised not to hurt my son if you came. What do you want?" Or my grandson.
Oh shit, guys, we were at his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were totally
Yeah.
gonna eat that guy.
I walked away. Like,
Yeah, you stole my car, and then me and Max were going to eat that guy and 100% frame you, and then you posted on a video.
I
Then you
totally
posted on
remember that
TikTok.
now.
Yeah, just to give you
I
all a quick
remember this now.
refresher, I don't think there was any announced plans of you intending to eat this guy. You guys were interrogating this dude because you were at her house thanks to Cole's ability to hack the system. You found out her last known address. You went to that address, found a guy who turned out to be her actual grandson. She looks like she's in her 20s, so obviously vampire, whatever. But her grandson, and he gave you her number so that you wouldn't bother the family. And then she said, "Don't hurt my family. They're watching me. I'll meet you." So she's paranoid that someone is watching her.
Did we take the grandson?
No, you didn't. You suggested that.
No.
I just listened to this episode. You suggested that, but y'all didn't do it. You
I suggested it.
yeah, that was your idea, and you were like, yeah, you were like, do we need a
Yeah, that
hostage?
was your idea.
And everyone else was like, no, we don't need a hostage. She's already agreed to come.
This is great. This is progressing perfectly. All right, let's keep going.
Okay. So she
Yeah, we were
darts
totally
in.
gonna eat your son if you didn't show up.
Well-
Fucking don't say that to her.
Did you say
It's
that?
his.
Why? It's true.
Great.
She's like, well, I'm
Why?
here now. Please don't hurt him.
Well,
I mean-
it's a good thing that you showed up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, by the way, hold on. Let me look at the rules on this real quick.
I'm
Can I-
at
can I-
300. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm actually at. Let me just double check something real quick. Oh, okay. Wait. I think I should be at. Yeah. I'm at 3 hunger. Okay. I'm not nice when I'm at 3 hunger. Okay.
Camel's milk doesn't curdle.
Everybody who's in the room, which I think is everybody, make roll composure plus intelligence. Those are the top stats in the top section of stats.
Composure plus intelligence. 0 modifier.
0 modifiers. Okay, we've got a 6. That's pretty. Oh, okay, that'll be interesting. A 6, a 4, and then I need one from Jerry, and a 2. Okay.
Explain what a messy critical is again.
A messy critical means that your beast is involved. Your vampiric nature is involved in this. So first, let me see what she rolls. Crap! I just closed out the thing that tells me.
Well, I mean, like, how do you roll a messy? Like, is it like a 0 or a 1 or something being
So
rolled?
a messy critical is rolled when one of your hunger dice. So a critical hit is when you roll 2 tens. A messy critical is when at least one of those tens is from your hunger dice. Because for every point of hunger you have replaces a normal dice.
Right. You take away 1 normal and add 1 hunger.
Manipulation plus presence. So let's see how that goes for her. Oh wait, cancel. I gotta click this one. That's not the. Ignore that. Manipulation plus discipline. So she's 2 successes. I'm gonna follow. I don't remember the rules, but I'm gonna follow D&D rules where if it meets, it beats. So what I'll do for your messy critical is you're kind of pissed about this, Cole.
I am.
Yes, because you got a messy
Why?
critical, which means your vampiric nature isn't influencing what's happening right now. So you're not happy. You're pissed about this because she's using all on the 3 of you, and all of you managed to resist it. So you are not immediately drawn to her and think she's the most amazing thing ever, but you feel that power affecting you. The power that Jerry has used before. I don't know who else, and Jaden has used before. So you know this power is a thing, and you know what it does, and you know what it does to mortals. And she has been attempting. It's still active because she doesn't know it failed. So she's attempting to all the 3 of you, and all of you passed.
Curiosity.
But
Since I
specifically,
passed, would I have recognized it?
you probably would know exactly what that is. And then specifically with Frank, with Cole, he got a messy critical, which means his vampiric nature is enraged by this attempt to manipulate your emotions towards her.
Is she like standing just inside the door?
She darted in the door, yeah. So she's
Okay.
like she's
Could
inside.
you explain all to me one more time?
So all
Yeah, actually, I wanted to do the same thing, only not like not like enraged like Frank. No, like more like, oh, that's cute.
So
I can do that too. Want to see?
anyone in the presence of the vampire finds their attention inexplicably drawn to them. Those listening to the vampire speak might suddenly agree on subjects where they once held different viewpoints. While this power doesn't cause rapt infatuation, it is still strong enough to sway the minds of most. However, you all succeeded, and Frank, you succeeded with your beast, which means your vampiric nature rebelled against what is happening to you right now.
So I'm looking at the La Sombra, and it's like
The
the ruthless
lasagna.
thing.
Yeah,
The
you're
lasagna.
a perfectionist thing, so I don't know how you want to incorporate that into it.
It says failure is not an option. Their blood will urge them to any act conceivable to reach their goals, whether in the moment or blah blah blah. Any setback is felt profoundly.
Yeah, technically you
Until
Well,
they
we've
float.
all
you
we've already
Until they all float.
Yeah,
Make
we've
sure that
already
they go
said
into the water when it's ripping.
what?
what?
So
Sorry, sorry. Didn't realize my thing was down. That's my bad.
so
We've already discussed that. I basically get like super angry and shit. Right?
yeah, in a ruthless manner, because
Right. Okay.
it's called ruthless.
So like I like stand up and like I walk slowly toward her. Eyes like I kind of like try to make my eyes look kind of all ish.
As,
And when I'm
as you're doing this, that whispering that you hear when you wake up, it is increasing in the back of your mind, and at the moment you find it encouraging.
The whispering that I hear when I wake up.
No, that Cole hears.
Oh,
where are my special power things?
That would be on the core sheet, discipline. You have not bothered to look into what the hell this whispering is. So
On your core sheet, go to bio and info.
yeah.
well,
You never told me I heard whispering when I woke up, so I was like,
no, it was Cole. It wouldn't be on bio and info. It'd be on the character sheet tab and then the core tab within that. And he wants
Oh, shit.
special powers, which are under disciplines.
under my
what's
bio
the
info.
whispering saying?
Yeah, Bill, you must have copy pasted that or something.
Shit. Nope. Nope. Turn that down.
Okay.
There we go.
So I've got this thing under it's potence, clan discipline, lethal body.
Yeah.
So like, I'm feeling good about my actions. So I kind of get up close to her, and then I just want to like punch her in her solar plexus as hard as possible.
Jesus.
And use the lethal body.
Oop. Sorry. Ignore that. I hit the wrong button. I'm trying to maximize my shit.
So
Is it the one on the left or the one on the right?
So lethal body does specifically affect mortals, but what is your goal in doing this? Are you attempting to hurt her, or is there some?
I'm attempting to drive her to her knees.
So
Like with
what?
Because she is a she's a vampire that's older than us.
Yeah.
And probably quite a bit stronger. I don't have much in the way of like extremely damaging powers.
So what I'm gonna do is, you don't have any points in intimidation, but I'm gonna say make an intimidation plus composure. No, plus strength because you're punching her. So intimidation plus strength, but I'm gonna give you a +2 bonus to this, and I want to see how many successes you get.
Intimidation plus strength plus 2 modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 successes.
I mean, so unless she makes a lot better than you, where's her sheet? It's taking forever to load her sheet. Okay.
Dangerous damage to mortals.
So she's probably gonna take this. So you will deal damage to her technically, but as far as the intimidating her down to her knees, she's got 6 dice, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, so you definitely deal some damage. It's
God damn it.
it's a point of, so the way damage works, because it's not lethal damage because she's a vampire, it's superficial damage, and vampires then take half superficial damage. So she takes 1 point of superficial damage, and is not intimidated by this. Do you say anything with that? Or you burp?
Wow.
That's just burp in her face.
Fairly
No,
intimidating.
I say, how fucking dare you try to use that against us? Like, that's
Her,
that's it.
let me see if she's got something scary that she could do to you, just in return. This could be fun. Let me see what this does real quick. It's interesting sounding. Let's double check what this does. Nope, that's against mortals. Okay. She obviously when you punch her, she stumbles back a little bit, and her all does turn off. However, she doesn't look afraid of you. The punch didn't do much to her, didn't bother her that much. But again, she's a vampire, so punches against a vampire not the best way to fight a vampire. And she says, "I'm sorry. It's just my nature. It's always I'm always doing that. It honestly, it feels kind of weird turning it off. Like I'm not honestly, I don't feel right turning this off. Do you mind?" And
I turn to the left.
hold up.
Look,
Wait, let me check if she's got the beautiful trait, because I know your character's straight.
Oh, motherfucker, she's trying to convince us. I have a roll ready to go because I was gonna try to defuse the situation because I thought a fight was about to break out.
Oh, it's all good. I'm completely immune to her wiles.
Well, not completely. She's still,
I would argue pretty completely.
she's still highly charismatic. Just because
Not that charismatic.
just because you're not sexually attracted to her doesn't mean her 6 dice of her persuasion roll won't affect you.
Good point.
Let me find the looks merit real quick. I need to see how much this affects Frank's character.
Yeah, right after she says whatever she's gonna say, I'm gonna take my roll.
Okay. Its advantages. This is the first time I've actually used this. It gives her, okay, a +2 bonus. Yeah, no, Frank, you'll get to roll to resist this, but she's about to persuade you.
Ooh, persuade him to do what?
She says,
Oh no.
I mean, this is what her clan does. Says, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, I can't help it. It's hard to turn it off. I mean, do you mind if I just do I have to? It's off right now, by the way. So there's no extra bonuses. This is just based on her pure charisma and stunning looks, specifically stunning, because that's a trait she has. Do you mind if I just leave it on? It's not really hurting anything. Frank, make a composure plus resolve roll.
I don't have anything to counter it. I'm looking through all my shit.
Sure,
It's like,
yeah.
Is she only doing that to Frank, or is she doing that to everybody?
I mean, sure, she's doing it to everyone. Everyone else, well, no, Hayden's character's attracted to women. So everyone, Cole and Max.
Would a rouse check help in any way?
So Cole and Max difficulty 7. Jerry difficulty 5. However, you can do a rouse check to give you a hold up, let me check this chart. In the case of Jerry and oh yeah, everyone, so you can do a rouse check to give you a +2 bonus to this, all 3 of you.
All right. So what is the? How do we?
Max, you get
Is there a button to?
now you
Is there
and Jerry, you get hungrier.
Oh, god damn it.
What are you at now?
Oh, I'm getting mean.
So
I'm
what
getting
are we
mean,
what are we
y'all.
rolling?
Okay, so everyone's gonna get hungrier. Now you
Wait,
roll
why was...
composure plus resolve +2.
Wait, real quick. Mine says rousing success.
Oh, rousing success, Jerry, you're fine.
Oh, okay, okay. I was about to freak out. 'cause
God
I'm like, that
damn
puts me
it.
at hunger.
composure plus what?
Resolve. That is
Oof, I'm not very resolved.
your willpower roll essentially to resist her. Oh, also, so you can
I
do
don't know where resolve
what's
is. I don't
called
think I'm very resolved.
a willpower reroll if you want to spend a point of willpower. We've never done this before. So looking at these, let me see who's rolled before we do any willpower stuff.
I forgot to add my +2 for my success, so it's actually a 6.
It's not +2 successes, it's +2 dice, so quickly roll a 2d10.
Oh, okay. Give me one moment. Let me bring up my dice.
I haven't
roller
rolled
real quick.
anything. How do I make more dice? Because I'm not very resolved.
You did the hunger thing, right?
I
Yeah.
got a 7 and a
I
5.
added a hunger.
So when it asks for a modifier, say modifier of 2,
Okay.
and then roll it. Jerry, you passed.
Nice.
6 successes.
So Jerry, you've passed. Cole and Max, y'all are both fine with her leaving this ability on. Now,
I'm gonna
You
re-roll my willpower.
yes, so you do have the ability to use a willpower reroll. So on your character sheet, under willpower, there's a button that says willpower reroll.
All right. Let me know what y'all do when y'all reroll, because since I've passed, I actually want to do something back at her.
Okay.
Will that give me more dice? Because I fucking I can't make more than a 6.
Oh, wait, actually, so Max, because of your hunger, the willpower reroll will do nothing for you. Same for Cole. Both of you are at hunger 3. So willpower actually won't help you in this case.
Okay.
Oh shit. All right. Then in that case,
roll 3 dice. So Jerry, you're the only one who resisted her call. And it makes
so
sense
then
because you have the
yeah.
ability to. So you recognize you recognize game.
Yeah.
But
So
you-
I'm actually.
yeah, both
I'm
of
actually
you all
gonna try
are
to
like
fully.
cool with this. And Jerry, also, it's up to you in character whether or not you care if she has all turned on or not.
See, I'm already at 3 hunger. I'm a little bitchy tonight.
Mhm.
So, and one, I honestly want her to turn that shit off because I know how powerful that shit can be. So, I am actually going to use Mesmerize.
Okay. Mesmerize can be contested by vampires, so
Yes, it can. So, one rouse.
Mesmerize. Let me double check the specific rules. Okay, you can issue complex commands to a victim as long as they have the subject's gaze and relative quiet in which to issue the instructions. That all flies. Instruction can be carried out immediately. You have to do a rouse check.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Bear
get
me a moment while I do that.
So you stir the
Come on.
blood to.
Come on.
You do get hungry.
Damn. Oh, y'all, I'm at 4. I'm at 4 hunger, so now I'm just straight up mean.
So now you're gonna roll, Jerry. So you're gonna roll manipulation plus however many dice you have in dominate, however many dots you have in that.
I have 2, so manipulation plus.
Just manipulation with the 2 modifier, and then
Okay.
rolls intelligence plus resolve.
So, out of curiosity, I've got like 3 dice on the mesmerize power. 1 next to the word mesmerize, 1 next to manipulation and discipline, and 1 next to the details.
Let me look at your sheet real quick to see what the heck you're talking about. Jerry, this is probably the most powers we've ever used in a single session.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I use cloud memory, mesmerize, and all the time. So I'm like the only one that does. The other 2 are the muscles. I'm like the whole.
Your dominate
I'm
is level
I'm not
2.
super muscly.
Your dominate is level
Yeah.
2, so you can either do what I said and do manipulation with a +2 modifier, or you can click the far right dice next to memorize, and that'll also give you the same results. Now,
Okay, so that's the
just a
one next to
reminder.
mesmerize.
Now, Jerry, this will be very dangerous from you, but just a reminder: you can always do an additional rouse check to gain an extra +2 bonus.
I just got a rousing success with a 9 with the mesmerize, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, so she is going to rouse. Oh my god, I got too many characters she's open. Delete them all so I can find hers. First, let's rouse her. Rouse.
That sounds dirty.
I know she gets hungrier.
Yes, hunger gain.
But
Awesome.
it doesn't matter. She still gets the +2 bonus, and then she has to roll intelligence plus resolve to resist whatever it is you're doing to her. So intelligence plus resolve. Where are the modifiers? Oh, there it is. Modifier. Ooh. Still not enough though. She got a crit, but not enough to beat you. So, what are your short instructions? What is your command?
Sit down, turn it off, shut the fuck up.
That's 3 sentences.
Well, yeah, that's fine. It's not a single.
That's not 3. It's not 3 sentences. It's 1 sentence with only 4 words.
That's a run-on sentence.
It's all simple. Sit down, shut up, turn it off.
It's 1.
If that doesn't work, then just turn it off.
Yeah, no, she does all 3 of those things. She sits down,
And
she sits down, closes her mouth, and you all feel the effects of her all turn off.
And then I just go ahead and turn to the other guys. Okay, she's passive. She's passive now.
I turn to Bill and I'm like, holy shit. Because I imagine that like I come to and I just go over everything that just happened in my lackadaisical mind right now. I'm like,
hey, Ron, quick question.
bro.
Yeah.
I've got a power called Shadow Cloak, and apparently it gives me a 2 dice bonus on stealth as well as intimidation versus mortals. That wouldn't work against vampires, though, right?
No, just versus mortals.
Okay, I just want to double check. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut in, Hayden. Go ahead.
No, yeah, but I just go like, holy shit, Jerry, what the fuck was that?
That's kind of what my clan does.
Oh, like, out of character note, I really need to level up my character. I have not done anything with him.
Yeah.
I've completely forgotten to do any of that.
Well, actually, since I'm at 4 hunger, after you say that, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm impressive. Shut the fuck up. Ask her the questions. Fucking shit. I just kind of walk. I just kind of sit in the chair over in front of the computer. I'm not doing anything at the computer anymore. Now I'm just sort of sitting in it, kind of being like resting bitch over here.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, what would I have to roll?
I'm hangry, damn it.
What would I have to roll to pull out a flask of blood and drink it?
You've got it. Hold up.
I know.
Wait.
Like, do I need to roll anything or?
Let me. I would rule that you generally have a flask on you, which is 1 point of blood.
Right. But do I need to roll anything to just take it out and drink it?
No, you can just take it out and drink it.
Okay.
However, I'm going to. Where is my note on how much blood you have? Oh wait, it's in my phone. I should probably put it on my computer.
Because I had like
Ron,
a wine bottle.
Just out of curiosity, if I was to maybe want them to roll like some kind of an insight on me. Would that be doable?
That would be up to whoever you're wanting to roll the insight.
Frank, would you be paying? Would Cole be paying much attention to Jerry?
So he probably would have, like, after the enchantment kind of dispelled. That's not the right words, but you know what I mean. He probably would have turned around and started walking back towards his computer, which you're sitting at. So he probably would have seen you while he was drinking his flask.
All right,
Just
we
by
already
the
know
way,
that
on the
Max.
flask. By the way, on the flask, you've got 6 points of 6, flaskfuls of blood left. Each flask is 1 point of blood, so you've got a flask on you.
I
Unless
need to get
I
with
will,
that one guy.
I'll let you say that, like, you can always have 1 flask on you, but if in order to have extra blood, you would have to say that in advance. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I need to get with what's his name? I got his name written down.
Yeah, you were given way back when you were given a contact that might get you more blood. So,
I have it written down.
yeah,
Brock Sampson.
we can
He's at
look.
Texas General Hospital.
Yeah, we can look into that later, but obviously that's no help to you tonight.
Venture Brothers compound.
Actually, I think you're the one that
I
submitted
was.
that name.
I was. Yeah. I could tell him you said it. I'm like, oh fuck, I said that. But okay, and I feel like Hayden. I feel like
Yep.
Max definitely would have noticed this. But if y'all could roll an insight on Jerry.
Insight
What?
plus intelligence plus wisdom
Yeah,
plus.
what are they looking at? What do you think the
Yeah,
other stat would be?
They're. Mm, I, mm,
Because I don't know what
feel
you're
like this
looking for here.
All right, Ron. They're most specifically. They're kind of. I don't know if this would be wisdom or intelligence. I think it'd probably be intelligence.
Are they trying to find out that you're hungry?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
but it's
say
it's a very specific thing.
Yeah, it'd be insight plus wits.
Insight plus wisdom.
Yeah.
That.
1 success.
I don't notice a damn thing.
0 set.
Wow.
I mean, Max, you can tell that Jerry's hungry.
Oh, y'all don't. But y'all do not. Y'all do not notice it. Oh shit. Y'all. All I'm gonna let the players know is, don't let me get another hunger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're like
Wait.
real close.
Max, what is your hunger at?
It's at 3.
3. So I've been thinking about this. So for you, give me.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if I should feed off of the vampire right now.
Yeah, give me an insight plus. Composure.
Oh,
An insight.
Oh, I'm looking at y'all like a fat man looking at a Big Mac. I'm not even joking.
So I'm trying
real quick.
So insight is 1. What of the top level stats, what do y'all think would be the best stat to determine the innocence of a person?
Wisdom?
Well, it's called wits in this game.
Wits then?
Yeah. Because I want this to be like a supernatural ability for him. Yeah, give me insight plus wits.
I was pretty sure that what I just rolled was that, but I'll roll again if you want.
That's probably what it was. Well, you've got 2 wits plus 3 insight. Yeah, 5 dice. Yeah, 2 it was the difficult. So this woman, especially because she's a vampire, honestly, technically all vampires, but she is a candidate for feeding upon. Now, this isn't what y'all were here for. Y'all were here to ask her questions, and Max specifically, you're not that hungry to where you would just mindlessly feed upon her, but you are hungry.
Do I feel like a draw to it, like an abnormal draw? Like I've fed on humans before, and so like
vampire blood is definitely the most. Unless a human is like horrific, vampire blood is automatically more deserving
Attractive.
of punishment than human blood.
And this is something I like feel inside myself.
Yes. And perhaps, this isn't something your character has ever like necessarily noticed before, unless you take time to think about it. Like technically speaking, you've maybe this has briefly crossed your mind for all the characters of the party. They are corrupt beings, that they are are worthy of the you punishing them in such a way. Simply because of their existence, they are corrupt. But she's definitely, like with 2 successes, she's that's enough to know that yeah, she's done some shit. She's an older vampire than you guys. She's been around for a while. You know that this woman has done some stuff.
This is when I imagine, do I have like a container or something like that? Like a small container?
I mean,
I've got a flask. It's
yeah,
empty.
he's got a flask, but
'Cause
and
what I'm gonna do is I want to like try to feed off of her and then give some of the blood also to Jerry.
okay. So sit down and shut up. That's one thing. You guys trying to bite her, that's another thing.
Yeah. I was trying to think about that too.
Not gonna lie, I'm hungry enough at this point. I'm about to just attack.
I mean, if Hayden goes for blood, that's going to be open blood now. You're going to
Yeah.
have to do a frenzy check.
Yeah, I don't think I'd try.
Yeah, Hayden, you are hungry, but you're still in control of yourself. Jerry, if he sees blood, he's got to do a frenzy check.
Why?
What was that?
Because I'm at 4 health. Oh my god! Frank.
I'm just saying.
What was that?
Why? He orders a pizza. He put it in the chat.
Okay, your character orders a pizza. That's great.
I don't use my name.
Yeah,
But I do give the address.
some human's going to show up later in about I'd love to say 30 minutes, but to be fair, it's going to be like 45 minutes to an hour.
It's downtown Houston, let's be honest.
You're in
I can't.
You're in Magnolia, but it's still going to be 45 minutes to an hour. That's just, that's just pizza. Like they say 30 minutes, but it's not I mean, even Jimmy John's is slow as hell nowadays. So
What about Uber eating some ketchup
yeah,
packets?
all of this has happened over a span of a few seconds. She is currently shut up and sit down. So what are you guys actually doing?
I order a pizza, and I say there's a $100 tip in it
Okay.
for the guy if he can get it to me quickly.
Yeah, you've got to. All right, you've got to spare 50K, so $100 is nothing to you.
Yeah. So hopefully I can get the pizza within the next like 25 minutes instead of 45 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, no, so I guess I just
Other than Frank,
look at the lady.
nothing has happened.
I look at
Do
the
what?
lady, and I guess I just start asking questions like, where were you? Why did you actually turn her? Where is she? Basically, just the list of questions. I'm gonna roll my persuasion with charisma. Do I get my 2 modifiers for being attractive?
Yes.
Great. Are you kidding me?
What'd you get there? 2 successes. All right.
Jesus Christ.
As you're speaking to her, also give me an insight plus wits roll. She looks at you as you're speaking and does not respond. However, you look into her eyes. She would love to respond.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, and I look at Jerry and be like, Jerry, tell her she can talk. Please. Jerry?
Jerry?
Sorry,
Jerry.
I had my mic. Sorry, I had my mic up. Okay, Jerry.
Can you hear
Jerry.
us now?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I can. So Jerry's like just in the corner, just got his knuckle, just like the tip of his knuckle in his mouth, just like y'all say that. Turns over, stands up, walks over to her, bitch slaps her, and says, "Answer the fucking question." God fucking damn it.
Uh,
And this is when I know something's wrong.
yeah. She snaps out of it, still sitting obviously, and not using her all, but she says
How is she sitting on the ground?
she just sat down. I guess.
Like,
Crisscross.
is she like crisscross applesauce, or is she like
Uh,
sitting on her heels?
not on her heels.
I imagine she has her legs
Like-
straight out and her arms in front of her also on the floor.
Her legs aren't straight out, but they're kind of like just, she's not Indian style, but her legs are kind of like bent towards her, her arms wrapped around the knees is the wrong position. Like she's not hugging herself or anything like that. She's sat in a, casual manner. She didn't like weirdly like sit Indian style or sit like afraid or anything, because she's not afraid. She's just mind controlled. And you didn't tell her to cower. You just told her to sit. So she's just kind of sat and like, I don't know, maybe like one leg bent, the other one like, kind of like out a little bit, just I don't know, a casual, you plop down on the ground sit. To be fair, for me, that would be Indian style, but I don't know if that's true for everyone. um, she says, look, I'm sorry that I had that ability turned on. It's just, I've always got it on. It's second nature. Wait, Hayden, what did you ask? I completely forgot.
Which time?
Before you turned to Jerry and said let her answer.
Oh, I was just like going off on the list of. I guess I would have asked one or two questions and realized she wasn't speaking to me.
Yeah.
What question would have I asked first? I think I would have asked,
Thank God I'm not the only one who doesn't remember.
where were you exactly the night that you were supposed to turn?
Okay. She's like, look, it's a long story, but I'll tell you what happened. Happened. And the camera, starts getting all wiggly, and like we go into a flashback.
Woo!
The camera spins in a circle and like trippy stuff happens, and then all of a sudden we see the face of Frank. This is the one you're playing. I don't know if you maybe we can pause for, we can edit this part out. Read over your bio and info real quick of Lawrence Williams. It is under your player characters tab where your sheets normally are. It's under the flashback sheets tab. Lawrence Williams should be the one you can see Frank.
All right.
Yeah. I should have told you to read that before we started, but it's all good. And anything that's not in the sheet, you are free to fill in the blanks. You're just a human dude who is into the occult.
Which one's Hugh again?
He's Lawrence.
No, who is Hugh?
Hugh is Bill.
I'm Hugh.
Okay.
And then there's Dexter, who, I left him open for Jaden, but Jaden's not here. So Dexter is the friend of Lawrence who is coming in from London.
He's actually a serial killer, but he only kills other serial killers, so he's kind of okay.
He's a law student, which honestly would be a good cover for a serial killer. So
yeah.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me look at this. Did I accidentally choose someone who looks like Dexter? They do have red hair. They both have red hair. But to be honest, I Googled British law student. So this is what a British law student looks like. It's a red-haired man with a weird smile and a rectangular head. Red tie, black suit. That's your British law student there.
I went to go look to see if he dropped it in the chat, and I saw Frank's picture, and I was like, that is not a British law student.
Did I drop Dexter in the chat? I don't
No.
remember if I did or not. Oh, I can drop him real quick. To be fair, technically only Frank's character knows what Dexter looks like at this exact moment. Give me the chat. Why is the general text chat not appearing? There it is.
Isn't Dexter the one that looks like a goth, a British goth guy?
Oh, that is
No,
Lawrence. That is the character Frank is playing, Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm the goth guy.
Ah.
Yeah, this is Dexter.
Ew.
Yeah, that's your British law student there.
Bro,
No,
It would be
no, he's
how
not
much
a serial
how
killer.
much
He doesn't have the
coffee do you
charisma.
drink, bro?
it would be hilarious if Lawrence, the goth guy, if his picture is what came up when I Googled British law students. That would
God.
honestly, what came up when I Googled British law student was a lot of people in those white wigs. And I was like, none of this works.
Do they still do that?
Yes.
Do they?
Really?
Yes.
Uh,
It's a part of their tradition. They still do it. Like, even in, like,
Frank,
their parliament.
have you read your bio yet?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
finished it.
So we flash back into I don't know, like
And scene.
a week ago. And it's New Year's Eve. You are
Has
Lawrence.
it only been a week? I
Yes.
feel like it's been really long.
It's hold on, what was today's date? It was
The ninth.
Thursday.
The 9th.
yeah, January 9th. So you are Lawrence Williams, the head of the Vampire Club at University of Houston, and you're throwing a party for your club, a block party. I don't know why I called it that, because really it's just your club. Nobody else in the block is interested in you, weird ass vampire people. But you're definitely taking up like some of the people at this party. They're like intentionally taking up the whole damn block.
Where are we having this party at?
I don't know, somewhere in Houston.
The block. I'm sure it's somewhere like somewhere near
So it
U of
is.
H or something.
It's at one of the club members' house. Hold on, let me get my random name generator. It's at Sam's house. He's got a
Okay.
nice
Now, out of curiosity,
2-story house. It's not a mansion type thing. It's in a nice neighborhood in a cul-de-sac. There's a balcony. If you've seen Eric Gonzalez's house, it's exactly his house.
he's got
It's
a nice house.
yeah, it's in a cul-de-sac, 2 stories. Nice house, but probably in the like $200,000 range.
So, out of
by the way,
curiosity,
people,
for this
this
block
is,
party,
this
does it
is
look like every
Texas.
single person?
What?
I was asking for this block party. Does it look like every single person exclusively shops at Hot Topic?
Oh, hell yes.
Oh yeah.
Is the
Perfect.
Vampire Club. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, as far as your individual characters, you can like Bill, honestly, your picture doesn't match up with that, but if you want to be a Hot Topic guy, then that's fine.
Oh no, my description 100% fits the bill.
Yeah.
Interested in movie vampires, but more interested in the girls at the Vampire Club. Trust me, it fits.
Okay.
Bro Chad, the Bro Chad picture you gave me.
Yes. All right. So, Frank, this is your party. We're zooming in on you. You've got a glass of red wine that you've you poked your finger with a needle to put a drop of your own. No, you put
My own blood.
you put a, you put a drop of Lauren's blood in. Lauren, she's always down for giving you a little bit of her blood. You put a drop of Lauren's blood in the wine glass because it makes you
Ooh.
feel
Okay.
feel like a vampire. Um, and
What's this?
and
Oh,
this
cheeky motherfucker.
party, what? This is a block party, but what kind of music is playing at this block party?
Dark
is-
clubbing music, because apparently that's what happens when you type into vampire music in YouTube.
It's kind of like almost like emo rave music.
All right, I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
find
that's
some of that when I
perfect.
edit. I'm gonna have to find some of that when I edit. Emo rave. All right.
Yeah.
Is that even a
And yeah, so you've got your glass of it doesn't have to be wine. I don't know, but whatever it is, there's definitely a drop of Lauren's blood in it. And that, that's just to you, that's awesome. You're drinking blood. Just a little bit, but you're drinking blood. You're totally a vampire. Like, yeah. What are you up to at this party?
Fucking loser.
I kind of like the cyber goth dance party. Hold on. Top 10 songs. No, I'm looking at cyberpunk rave music.
Oh,
rave
don't play any music. Don't play any music.
I'm just trying to find something that'll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, kind of like cyberpunk or cyber goth dance music.
Okay.
Like if you've seen the video of the people dancing underneath the
And
fucking.
Oh, you're going full blown like douche goth. Okay.
here's
Yeah.
a question.
Okay.
Are you dressed?
We're rattling windows.
Are you dressed in the picture I provided, or how are you dressed? And describe it, because obviously the listener doesn't know what I provided you.
I really don't like.
No,
the
you don't.
weird
You don't have to
cloth
do that.
cauldron
You
things.
don't have to do that.
I'm definitely wearing a cape.
I kind of want you to have the freaky ass sleeve things. Dude, those are my favorite part of this.
Okay, y'all. Imagine like your stereotypical cleric that comes to mind.
Okay, I got
Remove
it.
the hat and make it all in black.
Once you pointed out that wasn't a cape, I was so into this.
Okay, so
Wait, is that not a cape?
No, look
It's
at
not
his
a cape.
arms. Look at the
look at his torso.
Yeah.
There is white showing through between his arms and his torso.
Give me a second. Let me see. What was that? Oh shit! That is. Oh my god! Are those just like long ass shoulder pads or something like draped down like
cloth
shoulder pads?
Cloth shoulder pauldrons is what I called it earlier.
Oh my god!
For the listener,
God, this guy is such like a vampire weeb. It's like cloth wings that come out of his shoulder pads.
Yeah,
oh man!
Imagine for the listener, you're looking at this guy and it looks like he's wearing a cape, but then you see the space between his arms and his body, and you see that there's not a cape behind there. These are just things draped down from his shoulders. That like from the sides look like a cape, but they're not a cape. They're shoulder pad. They're some sort of shoulder drapery.
Okay, so to describe my character, like that's a. If you know what a shoulder pauldron is,
yeah.
Imagine it's made of cloth and comes down past your arms.
Yes.
And that's what he's wearing. So he's wearing like a pirate white shirt.
All right.
With like the tie on the top, and that's undone.
The blouse
pulled completely apart. The blouse, yeah. He's got a cross that's upside down. Has like a gold necklace chain.
What's the chest hair situation?
It's tasteful. It's just past the edge of tasteful.
Okay.
It's just a little too much. He has dyed it completely black.
He dyed his chest hair?
It's just the area around the general opening of the shirt. If you saw him without the shirt on, he's got mostly blonde with just like a pretty large triangle black chest
Okay,
hair.
so the head hair is dyed as well.
No, it's blonde.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh my god.
His eyebrows are dyed black though.
All right.
So
Oh, man.
he's wearing a white pirate blouse with the top undone, upside down golden cross. It's fake gold, but you know it's close enough.
Yeah, of course.
He's got
Let me guess. He's got like 3 rings on, right?
yeah, like 3, like 2 on one side, 1 on the other. And they're all of like skulls, and like one looks kind of like a dragon. And then one of them's got like an upside down cross. It's just a cross ring that he turned upside down. It's not anything.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's wearing the weird trapezoidal thing, but it's open on the top, so it just kind of goes from like shoulders and wraps around, and it's just the weird, you know, quarter cape situation that he's got going on there.
All right, nice.
So he's got some shoulder pauldrons with cloth all the way down past his arms. It's made of leather. It's not that stiff leather. It's that really like silky looking leather with like the red underside.
Yeah.
And some black pants, the same kind of piratey material, kind of silky almost, and some chaps, leather chaps.
Oh yeah.
If you want Tasha to
assless
give us some fan art, because I don't know if we have fans yet, but if you want Tasha to give us some fan art of that.
Oh, I'm gonna need fan art. I'm gonna need fan art of this guy, because you know what's even worse is that I'm pretty sure I knew this guy in high school.
I'm pretty sure I was this guy in high school.
Oh God, Frank, no. The Chunibyo is real, y'all.
All right. So, what are you up to right now? And just keep in mind, this is a vampire club, and you are looked to as the king of their vampires. So, you know.
So the second story balcony.
Yeah.
The second story balcony, does it look out over the cul-de-sac?
Yes.
Or does it look out into the backyard? Okay.
Over the
I'm guessing we've just basically taken over the cul-de-sac, right?
Yes, of course.
Got some really massive speakers. We probably have like the DJ booth up on that balcony.
All right.
And I'm standing like right next to him, kind of just doing the fake DJ and vibe looking thing.
Okay.
Oh God, what a douche. Oh God.
Okay, now you're up there doing the fake DJing thing. Lauren, where are you? That would be Hayden.
Oh, sorry, I'm not used to being called a girl.
Yeah.
In roleplay situations online.
Are you up?
Oh God.
Are you up there by Lawrence? Or are you down in the party?
I'm probably down in the party. You know, I'm a girl. I guess. She looks like she'd try to be the spotlight of any social event by the picture that I have of this girl.
She definitely looks like she's trying to
You're
achieve
welcome
some
to make
level
up
Twitter
whatever personality you want, especially
Like-
considering your backstory.
Like in this picture, you can see that she is not wearing a bra. Like there's nothing, but like you can just assume.
Yeah, she's seeking Twitter fame.
She's on that OnlyFans for show.
That's a maybe. That's probably, yeah, that's possible.
Huh? Y'all give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
All right. So yeah, so what are you up to, and what do you look like?
So real quick, I sent a link to the Discord. For those of you at home, it's a cyber goth industrial dance music. It's a chick just dancing to cyber goth. Like,
oh yeah,
I actually kind of enjoyed this industrial like music sometimes, like especially if I'm like really pissed off, it'll just like really thump.
I'm not going to play this because it'll record onto my audio. So
the one that's on there is not super like upbeat. It's probably something like a little stronger than that, but a little more up tempo.
So you're asking me what I look like?
Yeah, what are you up to? What do you look like, and what are you up to?
All right. So I'm of Irish descent, so I obviously have the red hair.
Hmm.
It's not like ginger, but it's like auburn, I think is the more accurate term for her hair that I'm looking at. Um, and
Yeah, I mean, you
um,
don't have to go completely off the picture. I just kind of, I mean, like, I
okay.
literally Googled, well, okay, I already told you. I don't want the audience to know. So, never mind. I Googled something.
No problem. But yeah, and so I kind of like the idea that she does have like uh tattoos and lip piercings, or at least piercings on her face.
Yeah.
She definitely has one up in her eyebrow and one in her nose. Um, and so, but besides that, um, she's probably just out there dancing around trying to bump in with as many people as possible. Um, just because she has some nice abilities for
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, by the way, all three of you, just so you know, on the uh, details tab of your character sheet, if you scroll down to equipment, each of you has one or two pieces of equipment.
Where?
So on your character sheets for that
Mm-hmm.
character, on details, if you scroll all the way
Oh,
down to equipment, each of you has one or two pieces of equipment, um, which may or may not come into play later. Um, So yeah, you're down in the crowd. I don't know, a crowd. There are specifically 13 members of the club. So a crowd of
Under
13.
details.
It should be under the details tab. I'm pretty sure I gave you
I
something. Lawrence Williams. Let's see.
I got something.
Character sheets, details. Yeah. So you've got something. I mean, yours is just so. Yours says leather jacket, interpret that how you want. Your clothing is thick. So your clothing counts as armor.
There you go. Leather draping shoulder pauldrons.
Yeah. Um, since Bill is not here, we won't ask him what he's up to. Lawrence, your friend from back home in London, Dexter, is supposed to be showing up to this party. You've been waiting on him to show up. You knew him from back when you were kids. Y'all have kept in touch and stuff. He's not a believer. He thinks the movies and the books and stuff are cool, sure, but he's not a believer. He's a law student. Um, he goes to Cambridge back in London, and I think Cambridge is in London. Um, he's definitely not a believer, but he wanted to do something fun this year for New Year's Eve, and so he came to America to hang out with his good old friend Lawrence Williams. So so you've been waiting on him to show up, and Dexter Chapman shows up on. You see him as he arrives in a taxi, and by that I mean an Uber. An Uber drops him off. He hops out and walks in. He's really
Does he see me on the balcony upstairs?
he does. He spots you on the balcony and it gives you the finger guns. Um,
Hey.
and then he in the most cliche way possible makes his way up to the door to the house, like pretending to dance and stuff. I don't know if you can see me on camera, Frank, but I just did a dance. And
Hold on, I missed it. Do it again.
I just did you know
Okay.
oh,
like moving your arms back and forth and stuff, like shitty dance, cliche, the most cliche way of like some dude moving through a crowd at a party, um,
Mm-hmm.
and makes his way to the front door, comes inside. You don't know what happens while he's inside, but obviously nothing interesting happens. Comes a couple of seconds later, he's up on the balcony with you. Yeah. And it's like, hey, oh my God, hold on, let me get into British mode. I can't do a British accent. Uh, uh, hello, old chum. How you doing?
Is that it?
Yeah,
That's the
he
extent of
says.
British
Hi,
accent.
how you doing? This a really a dapper party you're throwing here tonight.
This is fucking terrible. Let's see if I can do any better. Hold on, I gotta get my giggles.
I think Frank muted himself to laugh. You're still muted, by the way, Frank.
All right, I'm back.
Always
Sorry about that.
muted. Oh, Bill's back.
Frank is
We wanted Frank, not you, Bill.
Frank has muted himself
fucking
as he
sorry.
laughs before he attempts a British accent. So here is Frank attempting his British accent.
I keep doing Australian accents when I try to do it.
What? Go
Hold on.
for it. Just do whatever you do. I have to pee, so hurry up and respond so I can run off first.
Can you do that in my mouth?
No.
Oh, damn.
That's just weird.
I'm giving out my blood and you won't pee in my mouth? What? This is messed up, man.
Look, I'm God, okay? So, you know, it's
I am God and I am
Wait,
drunk off of
hold on
wine.
a second. I did say at the very beginning of this recording in version 1.0 and 2.0 that it was raining tonight. It is cloudy with light rain. So, open your mouth to the sky, Hayden.
Well, that was Indian. Hold on, I'm getting closer.
Jesus.
You can do it, Frank.
Governor, here's your trousers.
Hello, Governor.
Hey? I took them. No.
Bill, stop.
I
You're
also transitioned
distracting.
over
You're
to
distracting him. Just go for it. You just got it. It's going to be terrible, so go for it. None of us are actors. You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
Cannot hear you. Oh, okay. He's making hand gestures.
You know what?
Okay, we see here.
When
He muted it.
when
We can practice. Okay.
when Dexter asks, how's it going or whatever the hell I said, scene flashes. Bill, what is your character up to? Describe what you're doing, what you look like tonight, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna miss this all, and it's gonna be a mystery to me.
Okay, I'm looking pretty douchey. I'm trying to fit in as best I can, except I'm not at all. College bro, like the kind of hair, the spiky college dude bro hair, and no frosted tips. A little classy at least. And I'm wearing a black polo with
Frosted tips
collar.
like Guy Fieri frosted tips, or like
No,
toned down a
no
little
frosted. No frosted tips. I'm a little bit classy.
bit.
Not entirely a college. I'm not entirely a dude, bro. But I do have the collar of my black polo flipped all the way up. Yeah, and I'm kind of, I'm honestly I'm here for Lauren because she's the apple of my eye.
Aw.
But I'm also kind of looking around and checking out some of the other fine looking individuals at this vampire club party. Just like make my way over to the punch bowl. I'm sure they're serving something douchey vampire club related, like Bloody Marys or some stupid shit like that, or like beer and clamato. I just kind of pop in on random dance groups, just like grind and just like start grinding. Entirely unwanted, unrequested. Just
Wait, you're
throwing
grinding
myself
on people?
yeah, just kind of jumping into like dance groups, just like grinding, like yeah, and and I've got like my Clamato, I'm sure is the douchey vampire club, college vampire club drink, and I'm just like yeah, huh, tops, mate, eh? Tops. Oh,
Guys, does anyone know
hello,
what?
hello, hello, how the fuck are you? How the fuck are you? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love the blood motif.
You sound
Yeah.
like you're like milliseconds away from jizzing your shorts.
Mm, mm,
Um,
mm,
Jesus.
mm,
do any of
mm,
y'all know what a
mm.
Chicago accent would be? What do people from Chicago sound like? What's,
A Boston nut. Boston.
Hey,
Probably
yo,
some
what are you
gunshots
talking about over
involved.
here?
just
What are you doing?
all right. I just noticed that
Oh, forget about it.
that's where Vampire Girl Olivia is from. Anyway,
Oh, I'm from
Oh,
Chicago.
Jesus.
she's from Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
It's not
Chicago.
Chicago. It's not
Chicago.
Chicago. It's
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, I know. I'm from
Chicago.
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 What's up,
See,
honey?
it's
Are you in all
it's
of me? I'm from
Chicago and
Okay.
Boston.
Boston. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Hey, I'm
So I
girlfriend.
missed-
I'm from Chicago.
I missed everything that Bill was doing. Bill, were you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I pretty much described a typical college dude bro douche that is
Yeah.
like likes vampire movies, but that's about the extent of like vampire.
Yeah.
And
So
he's
there's
mostly here for Lauren or any other girl he might be able to.
there's lots of goth people around. I say lots. There's 13, specifically 13 people in the Vampire Club, and then guests. So there's more than 13 people here, but only 13
Alright,
people.
the hunt.
Only 13 is allowed in the Vampire Club. And then there's the guests, which range to several more than that. Yeah, so the party's going, people are dancing and stuff. Dexter just showed up, and he made his way through the crowd and went upstairs to go meet up with Lawrence. Frank, were you ever ready to respond to his question on how's it going, Nate, or whatever?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm good. Let's go.
You're good. All right.
Yeah.
Was that your response?
No, it would have been something along the lines of, "It's bloody good to see you, mate."
Bloody good. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
They took our jobs.
You went. You hit Southern real hard.
Oh, you're talking British. I didn't know you were talking Southern.
Sorry. I've been watching those Western flicks.
I'll tell you what.
Watching King of the Hill.
I'll tell you,
Um,
that boy just ain't right.
I love that voice.
oh my
I
god.
sell propane and propane accessories.
All
I
on the
can't
news.
believe I just said that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, by the way, if we have any listeners, we're not actors and we're terrible at this. So yeah.
No, honestly, we're like 3 brain cells short of a whole person.
Yeah. Agreed. So Dexter,
we each have 3 brain cells, and they're all competing for second place.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna go enjoy the party. I don't know if Lawrence is gonna stay up on the balcony surveying his kingdom, but Dexter is like, after a while, he finds it awkward to just stand on the balcony, and so he goes downstairs to like dance.
Like Batman.
So Dexter, he's here to have a good time. Like he just wants to party. Like he's tired of his like stuck-up lawyer friends, and his mom really didn't want him to go to America for this party. So obviously that meant he needed to go to America for this party.
He came for solely this party, and that's it.
He's here for 3 more days. Like literally, he came for New Year's, and then he's staying for.
Oh,
Mom,
this guy has
let me
money.
Mom, pull out the Meatloaf Company.
So Lawrence, you would know this. Dexter is supposed to fly home on the 2nd, so day after tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's like here for tonight and then the whole day tomorrow and then he's flying out sometime on the 2nd.
You know what I find funny is like Nina can do voices like across the entire board of everything.
Well, your
And like every time I try,
is a goddamn master's degree in theater, so yeah, she can do
Well-
voices.
every time I try to do a voice, it either turns into some weird combination of like Australian and Southern,
Yeah,
or it turns into Indian, or it turns into Irish.
yeah. Yeah, you know what? I
I
asked
don't know. You were doing this one elf. You did this one like I think it was a dwarf voice one time, and he almost sounded Jamaican.
Yeah, I remember that.
I asked her one time if she wanted to like be on our podcast, and she was interested, and then I was like, this was a mistake. She's of a much higher caliber than the rest of us. Yeah.
She'd be like the fucking straight into the voice acting. Like, I mean, honestly, we could get her in here and do like voice acting lessons from her, and then we would be like so much more amazing than we
I
are.
feel like people are gonna appreciate our shittiness. So, So he went down to the party. The party's going on for a little while. You know, is anyone doing anything specific in this party?
At some point, I pause the music and I like lower it down, and I look out on the very small crowd, and I say, "Are you not entertained?"
Jesus.
They cheer.
And then
Most of them. They are into it.
and then I turn the volume like all the
Okay.
way back up.
After
be
you
fair,
hear after
so
you hear the
these-
main group of everybody cheer, you hear one Australian man going, "Woo, mate!"
So the bulk of these people, essentially, they worship you. Like you are their vampire lord, who's not actually a vampire. You're their vampire lord, and they are your thralls. You're their vampire
Minions.
thralls. Yeah. So you know
Oh,
they cheer.
They fully drank this douche Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah, now they're into it. At least for this party, they're into it. Like maybe in real life, they're like, we don't know this man. But like when they're at a vampire function, a quote unquote vampire function, they're like, yeah, this is our vampire lord. He's whatever, drink our blood, blah blah blah. That kind of stuff. And now to be fair, only Lauren actually offers up her blood to you. But anyone else there, that they're just they're there for the fun of it. They're there for the fun of pretending that you're all like that Lawrence is like this big vampire dude and they're his minions or whatever. And then of course we've got Hugh here who he likes vampire stuff, but this whole like you're dancing, like you're enjoying yourself, but man, every now and then that like you catch that red in the distance and it holds your eyes for a minute. Lauren, Hugh, this might be the night. Like, do you have the courage, Hugh? I see your eyebrows, but our listeners cannot see those eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's
that red I'm seeing. Is it a certain red hat?
Well, yeah. That's what I was alluding towards.
Uh-huh.
She's there. She's in the party.
Yeah.
Is this your night? Is this your night? Or are you gonna chicken out like you've been every single night?
Nope. My education I've only got 6 more months in this country before my school visa's out. Okay, this is it. If I want to find out if this is gonna be serious, I gotta find out now or never. So I'm kind of just gonna dance through individual like groups of, I'm sure, like goth dancing individuals, and me just 100% not fitting in, just coming like, but never taking my eyes off the target, be like the hunt.
Lauren, Hugh is approaching. You know, he's dancing his way towards you. Lawrence,
I
you
I
see this.
see him.
Lawrence,
Okay.
you see this. You could give a shit. Um,
Well, damn.
Woo! Buddy!
it would not
Well,
not
goddamn, Martin, why don't you tell me how you really feel, you damn soul
Truth,
spot, you damn tall
Lawrence,
spot?
hold on, let me look at some stats real quick. Lawrence, give me a this is just for later. What is an ego? What stats do y'all think would have to do with ego? How like egotistical is Lawrence?
I think it would probably be
Charisma?
awareness plus charisma.
I feel like that sounds right.
Sure. So Frank, roll an awareness plus charisma for Lawrence. Let's see just how egotistical he is.
Why do you have a boot knife in your mouth, Frank?
I don't know. I have a bunch of stuff on my desk, and so I'm playing with everything.
Okay, so Lawrence,
Wow, you really min-max this.
yeah, with 3 successes, I'm gonna say you're fairly egotistical. You could honestly give a shit if about Lauren emotionally, but
She is a hot piece of
she is yours. So, you know, granted nothing's happened yet, but just keep that in mind. Lauren is yours.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Hugh, you're approaching Lauren in your, you know, dancing way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what? At some point, I'm just gonna realize, wait, what the fuck am I doing? And I'm just gonna kind of walk up to her. Like,
Okay. You have a
fuck
moment.
this.
You're like halfway dancing, and then you just like go straight armed.
And I'm just like, no. Then I just stop and think. I'm like, I do like that thing where you sometimes see someone become aware of how douchey they're looking. You don't see it often in the wild, but occasionally when you're in a group of people, you see that one douche making his way across the room, and occasionally you just see him stop like in their tracks and then just like do like a double take and like half close their eyes, like look down at themselves, like, the fuck am I doing? Walk up to her. She's right there. Shit.
All right.
just-
So you do that. You walk up to Lauren, who currently she's dancing with another dude. He's like wearing a leather jacket with no shirt underneath, or a leather vest with no shirt underneath, and tight leather pants, and they're dancing, you know,
Guys,
up on each other.
Guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
In real life, today is May 17th, 2022, and the Mexican pizza is back at Taco Bell.
Okay. I didn't know it ever left, but okay.
I didn't know. I
What?
never liked the
I-
Mexican pizza to begin with, so
That was like the only thing at Taco Bell I ever ate. Like,
like the Mexican pizza was good and all, but it wasn't like something I would go to order. Like when I worked there, I never actually ordered one for myself, but when there was a mess up, yeah, I'd be the one to eat it.
It's a glorious day. Let's stop playing and I'll go get a Mexican pizza. And then
all right, I'll see you guys later.
Hey,
Wait.
Hayden, be
Recording.
sure to tell Daniel that's the Mexican pizzas back at Taco Bell. I'm sure he would be interested.
no, we all eat the bean burritos with
Good man, good man.
mhm.
The beans, cheese, onions, and red sauce. Yeah, I remember making those.
so horrified by that. There's no
Daniel like straight up just like milks the cow's teat of it. He's like surprised he even eats the tortilla and just doesn't.
a bean cow. Okay.
I want that cow.
What the hell is happening? Hugh is
Oh, basically, you said a dude is already dancing with her, but he's
Hugh's
got
annoying
on like
Lauren, who's dancing with a dude. He's like got like a 4-pack and wearing a vest, a leather vest with no shirt underneath and tight leather pants, and you know, and some like eyeliner, you know, vampire, you know, because that's
Yep.
what vampires look like, as we all know. And she's, you know, she's dancing with him because she's there to dance.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so as I walk up, I kind of tap the guy on the shoulder, and I
Yeah,
kind of point.
he kind of like he's still dancing, but he looks at you. What the fuck, man?
Good day, mate. See those girls over there by the Clamato Bowl?
Yeah, what about him?
Yeah, yeah. They said they've been watching you all night, and those two girls over there, they are hot for you. Okay, I literally just overheard
He
them
like
talking.
straight up,
They want you like right now.
straight up like stops and goes limp for a second and turns his head towards the girls, looks at them. They're like over there. I don't know. They're by the Clamato Bowl because that's where he said they were, and getting whatever that is. I've heard the word. I don't actually know what it is. Getting Clamato. And
It's clam tomato juice that you both people will spike with liquor, but a lot of
that
the
That low key sounds disgusting, and I've never drank a day in my life.
thank God I've never had that. That sounds awful. Okay, but they're
If we're in
if you've ever
Texas,
had a michelada, it's very similar, but it's a kind of like a white trashy version.
all right. Well, they're getting that. And he's like, no shit, you serious? And look,
100%,
this is
100%,
happening.
mate. They are
This is
hot
happening
for
right
you.
in front of you,
Get
Lauren,
over
by
there.
the way. He he turns away from you because he's been dancing with you for like the past like I don't know 7 minutes, and you haven't shown him your tits. So he turns away from you and goes over to those girls. And
I turn to Lauren and be like,
Hugh,
great choice in a dance.
Hugh,
Great choice
you
in a
now,
dance partner, eh?
yeah, Hugh, you now find yourself face to face with Lauren McNaughton.
And I will be, as a gentleman, I'm going to offer her my hand. Would you care to give me a dance?
I look at him and go, "Oh, you're so sweet," and I like give him my hand.
Oh yeah. Okay. I take her hand, politely,
And like I
and
take. So how? Reading my backstory, do
Yeah,
I know
I've
how?
watched every vampire movie.
Knowing my backstory, do I know how Lawrence? So Bill's Lawrence.
Bill is Hugh.
No.
Hugh. Okay, sorry. Do I know how
I'm an
Lawrence feels
Australian
about
man.
me?
Yeah,
Because I'm reading my backstory and
you and Lawrence feel essentially the same about each other.
Okay.
You're fuck buddies.
Oh, so just so I'm clear, they're only fuck buddies.
You don't really know that. I mean, you know that there's something going on between the two of them, but as far as Lauren's feelings towards Lawrence, she could give a crap about him, and as far as she can tell, Lawrence, y'all are just, friends with benefits or whatever. But your backstory does have notes about Hugh.
So at one point in King of the Hill, Hank Hill takes out a large WD-40 can, and he can't get the lid off, so he takes out a smaller WD-40 can and sprays it on the larger one to get the cap off.
Whoa!
All right. What? So where are you?
I don't know you. That's
Where
my
are you-
purse.
Where are you going with this?
That
So
was it.
I want to.
Okay.
That was all.
I'm aware of this. I've seen every episode, so okay.
It was just it showed up on my Facebook timeline, and I saw it. I was like, I have to mention this. Actually, what it says is best TV joke is when in history Hank Hill joke can't win WD-40 when the TV joke is the smaller WD-40 can when the joke can to lubricate.
Well, that was a great.
And that pissed me
WD-40
off.
meme is the highest of qualities.
All right, so yeah, Hugh has just asked you to dance, Lauren.
Like I said, I say, "Oh, you're so sweet," with like, you can probably see like the hesitancy in that, and I give him my hand.
Okay, Hugh, make a insight plus wits roll. Difficulty 3.
Okay,
Uh,
give me a
I
second.
mean,
Let's see if my internet's gonna let
difficulty.
me do this.
Yeah, difficulty doesn't actually affect your roll. It just, you need 3 successes to succeed.
Uh, all right, so pretty par for the course right now. Character sheet is not coming up. Tell me what dice I need to roll.
Okay, let's see. Hugh, you need to roll. Let's see here. Insight is 1 and wits is 2, so 3 dice. 3d10.
All right, let's throw in 3d10 in there.
4, a 7, and a 2, so
Ooh.
that's only 1 success. Yeah, you take her hand. You're into this. Don't notice the hesitancy or any of that. So you two
So
dance. What is this dance like for you, Hugh? In your mind, like in the mind of a man smitten, what is this dance?
okay, so once she takes my hand, and again, I've seen every vampire movie that there is. In
Okay.
particular, 2 of my favorites are Queen of the Damned and Interview with a Vampire.
Okay.
Great movies. Great movies. If anyone's never seen either of them, watch both of them. Like now. If you have work, fuck work. No, not really. So I take her. Let me bring up the camera real fast so I can make sure I'm in frame for this. So when I take her hand, I kind of instantly twirl her, like in a kind of not like a violent not like a sudden sharp flamenco twirl. More like a soft gentle twirl, and I kind of like this right real close, real close. I'm kind of I got my hand on her waist, and we're just kind of going with the flow.
Okay.
Feel me?
Kind
So,
of like Grease, but a little bit slower.
so I was
A
gonna
little
ask
bit, yeah.
obviously your character sheet, you can't load it, but I was gonna ask you to do a performance plus dexterity roll. So you
All right.
have 3 dice for that. Now, roll me a 3d10. And Lawrence,
Okay.
this is how epic this die. Okay, 2 successes. 2 successes is considered a straightforward success. Just for your opinion, Lawrence. Do you think Lawrence, Frank, would be bothered by a straightforward dance? Knowing that
A what?
a straightforward dance. So just so you know, the difficulty levels are 1 through 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 through 7. So, essentially this is a difficulty level 2 dance, as it describes it as straightforward. So not particularly, impressive, like he did it successfully. So do you think Lawrence would be bothered by the fact that Hugh did in other words, an acceptable dance with Lauren down there?
I mean, considering we're listening to some cyberpunk, goth, emo, techno, rave music, his little, and we haven't changed it from that music yet, and he's doing a slow dance. I think it's kind of
I'm
hilarious.
not doing a slow dance. I'm going with the rhythm. I'm just.
Okay.
I said I'm
Well,
going
no,
with
you,
the
you're
rhythm.
like, I twirl her, and then we just kind of do
It's
this.
a
No,
horrific.
I do twirl her. I do twirl her, but I'm just saying it's not.
There's
a
no
sharp
twirling.
twirl.
It's all
There's
about
twirling. There's always twirling.
This dance
You can find twirling everywhere.
This is a slow dance. He's doing it every other beat.
I'm
But
going with
slow
the. I'm
dance
going with
every
the
other
we'll
beat.
flow.
say, considering the
Chill.
scale. Okay, so Frank, And I'm leaving this up to you. How much of a douchebag is Lawrence when it comes to his in his eyes? You keep in mind you're playing a douchebag. In his eyes, Lawrence or Lauren belongs to him. She is his valuable
Right.
property.
What would it take to
This is
throw
Oh,
a
narcissist.
can?
This is a simply 2 out of 7 dance. So it's not an
What
impressive dance.
what would it take to throw not a can, but like a Dixie cup? Is it Dixie? No, it's not Dixie. What's the
Solo
red-
cup.
Solo cup. What would it take to throw a solo cup of like beverage at them?
I'm going to say that you can do that. But
I know, but what would it take?
nothing.
To hit me and not her.
I'm going to say that you can do that. And the solo cup, hits Hugh. Now, this is a question for both Hugh and Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
Considering, what you think about Hugh, that he's like a sweet guy and all, but you're not. Well, what you think about Hugh, some douchebag that you happen to be sleeping with, just threw a solo cup at him, and he's not doing a very impressive dance. You gonna help him out, or are you just gonna do you agree with the douchebag? This is your decision on Lauren.
Feel like since I honestly,
What the fuck are you listening to?
since I really don't like care
Yeah.
emotionally about him, I would probably just call him out.
All right. What do you say?
Like hit him with whatever.
Okay. Do you want
So he,
do you want to do something additional? And hopefully you get my innuendo in that with considering your the bottom part of your backstory.
yeah.
Now I'm curious about her backstory.
Because I just want you to keep in mind that you've got that in play anytime you want it to be in play. Now, unless you do the things that are on that list, it's at a -3, but you've still got a decent dice pool. Silence.
Damn.
Yeah, just keep in mind, you, unlike other characters, have some bonus options, and as you describe this, keep it as you're welcome to be as vague as you want to just screw with the minds of Bill and Frank if you want, but yeah. Anytime you want to do a roll with that specific dice pool I described, you can do that roll, and if it succeeds, whatever you describe happens. So yeah.
I guess I just kind of look at Hugh. Hugh is Frank, right?
Hugh is Bill, and
Jesus Christ,
yeah, and Frank is Lawrence.
Lawrence. Okay, so I look at Lawrence,
Yeah.
and I just kind of give him like a sneer,
Okay.
and then I grab Lauren's. Sorry, I grab
Hugh.
Hugh's hand and I try to walk over, because Dexter is friends with Hugh, right?
Dexter is friends with Lawrence.
God, shit.
Yeah. So Dexter is Frank's friend. Frank, hold up. Show me to that again. Is that literally the same thing I'm drinking?
It's literally the same thing you're drinking. I saw you pick up the bottle a minute ago.
Oh no.
I'm like, I've got some of that.
I'm drinking Limelight.
Is it not the same though?
Oh, yours is the jalapeno one. Mine is the
Is
li-
it?
mine.
jalapeno?
Ugh, gross.
Mine is
It
lime.
is funny jalapeno one.
I almost want to see if I have that because we could sync up and drink the same thing, but I've still got this much left, so we're not there yet.
Why is it spicy?
Because it's freaking jalapeno.
All right.
Also got to get through
I
this.
guess in that case, I apologize to Hugh that Lawrence is being a dick.
Okay.
And then I say I'm gonna go talk to Lawrence.
All right. So you're going to go upstairs and talk to Lawrence, who's on his balcony surveying. I've had a lot to drink, people. So
Real
Yeah, I'm getting
fast,
tired anyways.
yeah,
real fast.
we're
Just
probably
before
gonna
just
find
before she
a
goes.
stopping point, but yeah,
Yeah.
because we're gonna.
Real fast, just before she goes, I do want to just say that I would just take her hand. Yeah, I'm not like forcefully, just be like, you don't have to apologize for that shithead. He's nothing. You don't have to. You don't have to do nothing. You want to get out of here?
I don't know why it's jalapeno. It's so bad.
Why is it spicy?
Yeah, my question is, are we tired enough to stop, or do we keep going?
I could go for a long nap.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm having tough times remembering who was who now.
Okay. Yeah, we can finish this up. So
Fun side note.
So go upstairs and talk to Lawrence for a minute.
Yeah, and then my real goal is to get him to introduce me to Dexter.
Okay. Yeah, because Dexter's there. He's, off doing whatever it is he's doing. So yeah, you make your way up to the balcony. You excuse yourself. Hugh, she was like, let me go deal with this guy. So it's not like you're heartbroken by this. You think that she is now
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you think she's defending you. So she goes up to
Yeah, of course.
Lawrence and Hayden / Lauren, you're now talking to Frank Lawrence about what he just did, and you also want to get introduced to Dexter.
Who combines jalapeno and honey? That is so bad.
Frank, you're gonna have to plug that and drink it next time. And I'm gonna see if I have.
I'm gonna pour this down the drain because that is fucking terrible.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought I grabbed honey. Apparently, I grabbed honey jalapeno.
Yeah.
I did not know
See, Frank, that's the epitome of what we amongst alcoholics call an asshole drink.
Frank,
it's a
clearly
to someone that you know is an asshole that'll just drink it. That you're like, here, it's alcohol, drink.
You clearly did not drink enough first, so your mistake was starting with the jalapeno.
Well, I didn't. I started with Crown, and then I did Crown and Coke, which was what this was.
Yes, you didn't
And
drink
then
enough. Yeah. Anyway, so Lauren, she's talking to you. I'm gonna interrupt this just so y'all know, so that we can end the night. But Lauren, you are up on the balcony with Lawrence, Frank, because he just threw a solo cup at Hugh. Hey.
Oh, I thought you were going on. But yeah, and so I say, you don't have to be such of a dick. But
I'm sorry, darling.
British.
Jesus Christ.
That's Texas.
Cowboy came out.
That was like something straight out of New Orleans. I swear.
Shit, I completely lost it.
It's all right.
Go
for it.
Just talk.
Go for it. It's fine. You don't have to be an accent.
You know I can't. I can't stand watching you with other guys.
That works.
Fuck, that's like Irish. What the hell was that?
It was good enough.
That's good enough.
It's
good enough.
It's
a Cockney accent. Maybe.
Technically, I think you're pushing more Scottish than Irish.
It's
the same.
Drink.
Scotland is the same island. Okay. All right, go Hayden.
I say, well, aren't you the man? Well, it really doesn't matter because there's nothing between us anyways. We both know that we just hook up.
Now, at those words, Lawrence, make a what the hell would this be? A awareness plus wits roll.
That's two things I'm not very good at.
Hey, okay, you got it. That was two.
That's 2 successes.
And to be fair, I didn't tell you, but you had a +2 bonus. A woman, you don't know this woman. Never seen her before. She's dressed in, appropriate attire for this party. I just clicked, showed everyone. A woman,
Damn.
arrives on the block,
Is
and
that's what Olivia Taylor looks like?
that's Olivia Taylor. She arrives on the block.
Oh,
Almost everyone
she's
is, well, no, you're all mortals. Everyone is drawn to her. You all turn your heads as she steps out of, I don't know, she came up in, fuck it, she came up in a limo because she's a vampire. She's got money. She's a like over 100-year-old vampire. She better have some money, otherwise she's been failing at her, job. So she shows up in a limo and steps out, and all of you turn towards her. You are
Just that creepy, like.
yes, like all your heads go towards this woman who just stepped out of a limo, and you can't take her eyes off. You can't take your eyes off her. She, kind of walks into the crowd. Necessarily wouldn't be the right word. It's like only like 20 people, but she walks into the group and makes her way to the front door, and that's where we'll end this session. As she enters the front door of the 2-story house, and you can't see her anymore, except for the people who happen to be in the front room. They're the lucky ones. But you all turn your heads when she arrives and watch her until she's no longer within your eyesight, and that's the end of the session. I am Ron Bjork. You can find me at Ron Bjork1 on Twitter. We had Frank tonight. Frank is drinking
still drinking that honey jalapeno bullshit.
not water.
After a while, it stops tasting like jalapeno and starts tasting a little bit like tobacco.
Save it for next time, Frank. Who are you and where the hell can we find you?
I was Lawrence, the douchebag with the poofy shirt. You can the British Londoner douchebag with the poofy shirt. You might be able to find me if you look hard enough. I do use the tag FK Lightcastle on Twitch.
Right.
You can find me streaming occasionally on there. And you might find me in other places if you can figure out what my last name is.
And then we have Hayden, the temporary replacement for Jaden because he was the first one to complain about being tired. Hayden.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, it was fun playing. Catch you guys next time.
And Bill.
I'm Bill. I was playing Jerry and also Hugh, and I am not drinking because I am taking antibiotics and I cannot.
That
Good boy, Bill.
Yeah. Good job, Bill. I am proud of you. You're the sober one